Say my name.
You know what XQC says to me at TwitchCon?
What does he say?
He goes, I don't give a fuck if he abuses the dog. I don't give a fuck if he's a shot caller. He calls himself, when he's investigating what's happening, the debunker. He has an alter ego called the debunker. I think he finds genuine joy in flaming the drama. He's a chaotic, evil human.
You have
Just
one
relax,
task,
man.
my fist. Locate the
Just
Queen
relax,
of the Dead and end
chill
her.
out.
But the
It's not that
path
big of a
will be
deal.
fraught with peril.
Like, damn. Damn, man. Like, wow.
And seeing whatever smolders remain after he's done with his mess.
I will
Yeah, there's
dare
no,
the very gates
there's no
of hell to
genuine
save
care
Asgard.
behind. It's not. X not sitting there seeing a fucking injured bird on a walk going, oh motherfucker, I gotta handle.
You gonna stomp it out? Tell him.
It's not like a, you know,
say he gonna stomp it out. You imagine actually see, oh, bro, like I'm gonna naturally select your ass right now. Just stomp that bird out. Crash out, yes.
saying it is the deep. He has the same alter ego that Dream does when Dream investigates himself. He literally calls himself the debunker.
The debunker.
So like this is the reality.
I don't know why this is so hard for some people to understand. Is that you got people like XQC, for example, that one of the things that they don't like is the fact that you have people that are lying about something in plain sight. Like, I kind of have the same outlook on it, right? I think if somebody wants to shock their dog, like, I don't necessarily think that that is a very, like, that's a nice thing to do to a dog. Like, I don't think that, like, it's nice for you to shock your dog. But at the same time, it's also, like, not really the end of the world to me either, right? I mean, like, obviously, I'm not gonna fucking cry a river over this. I mean, these things are illegal. It's abuse. Well, I mean, like, even if you say it's abuse, like, okay, that's fine. Maybe you shouldn't have done it, but like I'm not emotionally outraged in the same way that I would be with like that sexual assault stuff like earlier, right? Like I mean I would not be on that level of it. So yeah. And anyway, it's just still weird, right? But it's the lying about it, the gaslighting, and then the weird conglomeration of like orbiters that come together in order to rationalize it happened. I think that's really where the problem is. That's where people get fucking agitated, right? That's where it's happening. And so yeah, that's it.
There's not a lot of genuineness there. But there are people who do genuinely care, who are his viewers or whatever involved in it.
Yeah. Yeah, and so he's trying to say, what is this again?
Finds genuine joy in flaming the drama. He's a chaotic, evil human.
I feel like I deserve this. If anybody deserves this label, it's me. Like, I'm the one that, I am the progenitor of all of this. Really, like, I don't understand why, and I think maybe people don't want to say it about me because they know I make a YouTube video about them or whatever. But like, if usually a lot of bad things people say about me, I disagree with them. I'm like, yeah, yeah, you know how it is. And that's it, chaotic neutral. But so humble. Well, no, I would rather people see it that way, right? But you know, that's just how it is. XQC's girlfriend was talking about this here too.
It's good to know them, to be aware of that kind of person. That was not the context in which Felix was talking about. Not caring. He was talking about, and this is just from me listening, not caring about ruining life.
Let me turn it up real quick. Let me turn it up. Sorry about this. I might just make sure it's turned up. Because it is a bit of
It's good to know them. To be aware of that kind of.
She's a girl, so she's not loud.
Felix was talking about not caring. He was talking about
unless we don't have to worry about it.
not caring about ruining life. His life.
Yeah.
It wasn't like he didn't care.
It's his caretaker?
Not
Wait, it's not his girlfriend, it's his caretaker.
But only thing invested in the beginning.
Yeah.
Is that he didn't care about like hyper just hating on his song.
No, it's just like that's always been like that's always been the drama and the shit. Like people always make this shit up and make into it. And yeah, his caretaker terms. No, it's just spit out. No, I mean it's hard. I mean like because the thing is that you got to understand that a lot of people, and this is what they do, right? This is what they do. Listen to this.
Vivian, the last time we were talking about content online, and I was talking about streamers, I said like, yeah, there are some streamers that do like, they give me the wrong vibe. Or like, there are some streamers I do like, I don't know, man. Or like, I have my opinions on it, but like, people aren't ready for it. I will say, Lovely's definitely different. Where Lovely's kind of always gave me like, sociopath vibe. Like,
You see, this is what they do. This is what they do. The moment that like you step off of the way that they think, they will go and call you a sociopath, lie about you, and say, "Oh, I always had negative vibes about you." This is, and I hope that more people like Ludwig and more normal, rational people see that this community of these like hyper radical, super politicized, like psycho socialist leftist freaks.
The god of thunder!
You don't want to be anywhere around them. You don't want to have anything to do with them. It's a terrible community, and the moment that you do anything wrong, they will instantly try to crucify you.
Behold the god of
That's the truth. And that's what happens every single time.
He's in it for himself and he doesn't give a shit about anything.
It is
Always gives me that vibe.
Yeah, but listen, like
a champion has
Sociopath vibe. Like he's just in it for himself and he doesn't give a shit about anyone else. And he's always giving me that vibe.
this is what they do. As soon as that happens, they just spread lies about you, destroy your reputation, try to turn, like, call you a Nazi, shit like this, everything, right? Everything that they possibly can. This is the most toxic community on the internet. They are the nastiest, most toxic, hostile, aggressive, like lying, fucking disgusting, vicious group of people on the internet. It is awful, man. And I think honestly, like really, the way that you look at it, if you're a creator, never, even if you agree with these people, never have anything to do with them, man. Because like they will eventually, you will do something that will make them mad eventually, and they will try to ruin your life over it. And this is, oh god, is he really still trying to play both sides on this? Don't tell me you're trying to play both. No. Stop it. What are you doing?
Behold the god of thunder!
First off, I know his handle was horrible. He took like a day to show the call, and when he showed the call,
He really... Is he addicted? Is he addicted to this?
he took like a day to show the collar. When he showed the collar, he was showing it like it was a condom. And
Behold the god of thunder!
Like this is not my. I don't give a shit. This ain't on.
A champion has
It's on him.
You don't give a shit. And you complain about XQC not giving a shit. And you call him chaotic evil for pushing it. And why did you go live and talk about it? And then condemn the song? This is... You did not need to do this.
Behold the god of thunder!
I'm just saying I saw it. Don't ask me to show it. I don't give a fuck. I do not care in any way, shape, or form. That is on him. I did not get a boss call. I'm not talking to him. I don't think he's trying to.
I bet he's not. Yeah. I bet he's not. And so, yeah, wow. And this is just fucking nuts, man. And let me see, I'll pull this up real quick and watch this. Is this the last part of it? I think this might actually be... Oh, this is the same thing I already saw from the other day. And this is, oh god. this is some other shit. His chat's mad at him. Everybody, the thing is that everybody gets mad about this shit because it's just like, also, like, Ludwig doesn't really get into this type of stuff. And so, like, for me, whenever I get into this stuff, I mean, like, people expect this, right? But, like, with him, they don't really expect it, so it's different.
A competing award show or something. And everyone got mad at her, and they were like, "Why are you highlighting? Why are you highlighting these right-wing figures?" It's true. Aiden Ross and Admin Gold are right-wing figures. Okay, they are.
Okay.
But like, this is not any sort of serious, sincere advocacy. And I'm not even taking ownership over the people that were doing that because, like,
I'm actually true neutral. Actually, I took a test, and it just said that I'm true neutral, so you're actually wrong about this. A little fact check there.
Really look to see if these were like genuine fans of mine or something. Because guess what? They weren't. But also guess what? Every other community that saw people yelling, every other community that saw people yelling at Cutie Cinderella, do you know what they think? They think it was my audience that did that.
Because you are definitely one of the main guys that's got the weirdos running around. You really do.
Because anyone who feels slighted by a hall monitor on the internet, okay? Anyone who feels slighted by a hall monitor on the internet immediately associates that with the broad leftist movement. And for many people who have...
Think about why that is. Maybe you should think about, like, because that definitely, like, think about why.
horse blinders on. For many people who have horse blinders on that don't see the world outside of this like little confine that we exist in, this little echo chamber.
That's a good question. Like, so why do they never give gold ship horse blinders? Can they not do that in a race? Because like if that horse is always getting mad and shit, like wouldn't it have been a good idea to put like blinders on its face so it wouldn't start trouble? They hit. Oh, so it just didn't even give a fuck about that either. Because it could still hear them. It could smell them. They tried. It didn't work.
A champion has fallen.
I was just thinking about that. There was something
That we live in. I am the representative of all things left and all things woke.
Yeah.
They don't see
Well,
somebody.
that's because you're the most popular person, right? I mean, that's the reason why. He's the most popular person in the space that has these values. That's the reason why.
People that would yell at you for something like that also yelling at me saying anti-blacks and this and that. They don't see that shit. Or when they do, they go, oh, here it is. These fucking woke libtards are eating each other alive once again.
Remember, like that nihilism clip, that fuck socialism, fuck liberals, fuck Democrats. Like, you remember that clip?
The average person, they don't have the political education to sift through the different senses.
This is actually like, so I'm glad that he and I finally came to a point that they don't know what the hell they're talking about, so they shouldn't be voting. Harsh times come for common allies. What would I really be? I would say, yeah, I actually do like that. Lawful evil. Because that's like the people that would, like, you know, like they would burn people alive and crucify them. Can I take a test on this? D&D alignment test. Yeah, I really want to know. So with Dungeons and Dragons, yeah, no, I'm really curious about this. All right, y'all ready? I took the test. True neutral. I do not give a fuck.
Slow down. Alas, a champion
I actually just do not give a fuck. I'm a fence sitter. Y'all can have Ludwig take this test now too. Yeah, I want to see you take it. A true neutral character does what seems like a good idea. He doesn't feel strongly one way or another when it comes to good versus evil or law versus chaos. Most true neutral characters exhibit a lack of conviction or bias rather than a commitment to neutrality.
only just begun.
such a character thinks of good as better than evil after all, he would rather have good neighbors than and rulers than evil ones. Still, he's not personally committed to a wholly good in any abstract or universal way. Some true neutral characters, on the other hand, commit themselves philosophically to neutrality. They see good, evil, law, chaos as all prejudices and dangerous extremes. They advocate a middle way, the most balanced road in the long run. True neutral is the best alignment that you can be. Wait, what? True neutral is the best alignment you can be because it means that you act naturally without prejudice or compulsion. However, a true neutral can be dangerous alignment when it represents apathy, indifference, and lack of conviction. Man. Wow. Why did it say the best? Probably because it's thinking about me. And so keep this in mind. So I am true neutral. Anybody talking shit or trying to say anything bad about me, we have taken the test, we know the truth, and that's it.
Slow down.
Twitch has come out and made a statement about how the situation that happened at TwitchCon. Y'all ready for this? Let's read it. First, I want to be upfront and take accountability for the security incident that occurred during Emeru's meet and greet. It shouldn't have occurred, it shouldn't have happened, and we take that very seriously. We failed both in allowing it to occur and in our response following. We mismanaged our communications about the incident, and that includes the comments I made. I apologize to Emeru for all that took place. Yep, you did. That's true. What are we doing going forward? For meet and greets, we've begun a complete analysis of the incident that took place, as well as other issues that have come to our attention after TwitchCon concluded. We're examining everything from how we do signups to the layout to increased security controls. We're also doing a comprehensive review of the event safety and security, and we'll be making updates to future TwitchCons. While we won't be sharing all those security updates for privacy and safety reasons, that's smart, actually, that's the first smart thing they've ever done. For privacy and safety reasons, we will keep our community informed about changes that directly impact attendees. We've heard your concerns about IRL streaming at TwitchCon. Oh, you read the code tweet. Twitch has evolved over many years. IRL streaming has a part of Twitch, but we need to ensure that TwitchCon meets the needs of a variety of participants. We will be reviewing how we handle IRL streaming at TwitchCon, and we'll have more to share soon. Finally, we got clear feedback on accessibility across the event. We're reviewing that. Oh, there was a guy that was in a wheelchair and he didn't have a ramp to go up to like some fucking tournament thing, which was kind of embarrassing, right? And I mean, it's not a big deal to just carry the guy, right? I mean, gives a fuck, right? Just lift the fucker up. But like, you know, in general, it's definitely something that you shouldn't have to think about, right? It's embarrassing to have to do that. And but that's it. And yeah, can't afford a ramp. I mean, that's it. Yeah, chairs are 500 kilograms. No, people can do that. It's too bad. You get two guys, and yeah, you just lift him up, carry his ass up there, bro. Like, yeah, he ain't got no legs. Doesn't mean he can't be up there and playing the game. And what's this? Finally, we got clear feedback on accessibility. We're reviewing with our teams. You've put a lot of trust in us by attending TwitchCon, and we take our responsibility to keep you safe very seriously. We know that TwitchCon means a lot to a lot of people, and it means a lot to us. Be on the lookout for more updates, and thanks for being part of Twitch. From Dan Clancy. Oh, God. No. Oh. This is right after the statement, too? Here we go. All right. Let's get it. Let's see it. What's he saying?
Not have this problem of radicalization on Twitch. It's a public forum. We don't have these private groups. One way to think of it is, if you really view this from a honest and sincere perspective, these things are trying to get information. And to be honest, they probably don't know that much about Twitch. Right? They're not Twitch users. So I feel really good that we have in terms of them trying to understand this landscape.
All they need to do is play the clips. That's all they have to do.
This is the place to watch.
So Clancy,
This is the place to watch.
you're seeing what we call scapegoat. If people don't know about Twitch at all, right?
Do not make me regret
And the
choosing
one
you for this
tradition
mission.
is the son saying some wild shit. They will say,
Yes, a
this is
champion
what Twitch
has
is.
fallen.
And I know it sucks. I know it sucks.
Yep.
To be convinced to enter the city. Yo, I will.
It's a Better Call Saul? Yeah, exactly. That's what I said before.
I'm not a civil company, right? But I understand that. So when somebody big, some crazy shit, you say, no, we don't do this shit here.
Yeah.
The god of
And they do. And that's why it's so bad. I think that you definitely have, I mean, yeah, there's like the gifts from, so I'll read the comments. We'll read the comments, we'll read what people are saying, okay? Because like to me, I'm kind of torn on this, because it's like, okay, well, you did basically say you fucked up, which is what you should have said at the beginning. And, you know, I don't know why they lied about it. There's other parts of this that I think are like, I mean, the public does not know the whole story about this, right? I mean, I know people have criticized me a lot recently for like vague posting about stuff, and so like I don't really want to bait and do a lot of that, but I do want to say that it definitely is worse. It's worse behind the curtain than in front. That's it. And let it boil. I mean, I can't say anything. Yeah, of course it is. Yeah.
beholds the god of thunder!
Yeah, I guess I can think the way they treated the situation. Yeah, they treated the situation even worse. But there's parts of this that are not communicated. They're not public. But anyway, so they should apologize for covering this up. Yeah. Anyway, I this is that people are unhappy that I vague post a lot with this stuff, so I'm not gonna. I don't want to like start baiting and getting into it. Okay. So like I hear the feedback. I get it. My point is, let me just move on and look at a few more of these things. Time will tell if they've made any changes. Yeah, no doubt. And so they still haven't addressed the sexual assault stuff. Yeah. And so like this is what's crazy about it is that there have been 3 instances of sexual assault that have happened. Like there was the instance with that Saeed guy, with that that Nina girl and her friend, like her like weird thought retard friend that was twerking on him. And then there was also the issue with NMP, LOL, and Wake Wilder last year. And so like I think really Twitch, you know, I said it in like I made a pretty long post about this. And I said basically Twitch doesn't care about sexual assault, they care about the optics of sexual assault. And I think I still believe that, honestly, I still do, even about this. I think that if the optics weren't as bad, they would have never made this post. Like, in a way, like, I think this is not a bad post, but it's also not a good post either. Like, it's just like, this is a, you know, a solid B. And so here at Twitch from response, yeah, that's the same Zoe that Illuminati spoke out against, of course. I mean, and also, like, by the way, like, actually, I need to make that video. I really do. I need to make that video and talk about it before, you know, it gets even farther away. So yeah, I don't think so. No. It's a saving their ass post. Yeah. And why would the staff force VTubers to unmask? Like, I guess I should. Why VTubers have to unmask in public places, public locations? Why are there people
A champion has fallen.
on your site still?
Beholds the god of thunder! Lightning confinement.
Sexual assault. Actually, like, I'm not really sure how I would type this. Let me think about this. There's the gift situation. Yeah. Why would you throw away VTuber gifts?
Alas, a champion has fallen. There is no time to rest.
You thought they were bombs?
More undead warriors will soon arrive.
Better put them in the trash can.
Life must prevail over death.
That'll save everybody.
Alas, a champion.
I mean, like, there's definitely that. I mean, throw them away. Yeah. Why'd you throw away VTuber gifts? You thought they were bombs? Like, I mean, because it's just it's so stupid. It's so dumb. Like, I honestly, like, the more I think about it, the more it makes me mad. Why put a bomb in the trash? Yeah.
Alas, a champion
Yeah.
has fallen.
Staff. Destructive. You throw things. I don't even throw. I don't even know if I want to type all this
shit. Like, it's so...
There's so many of these questions. I don't think that I could do this in a concise way without like really thinking about it for like fucking 10 minutes to type it all out. But it's just so annoying that it happens. Just don't. Like, I'm just not going to worry about it. It's such a waste of fucking time. Like, you gotta word it better. Yeah, I've gotta think about it more and maybe word it better. But overall, like, let me just go ahead. I'm gonna give my response to this just in general, right? So Twitch totally fucked up with TwitchCon. I don't think you guys should do TwitchCon anymore, I'm gonna be honest. I think TwitchCon is just a breeding ground for a bunch of weird fucking freaks to come and meet streamers. You know that there's radicalization on the platform. I mean, Dan knows that. If you don't know that, you're either lying or incompetent. In both cases, you should not. Like, if you don't realize why there's radicalization on your platform and what that is, like, you're either a liar or you're incompetent. Either way, somebody like that should not have that job. So I think Dan has been very, like, I like Dan at the beginning. I still do like Dan as a person. But I think that as a CEO, he really just hasn't done his job in a good way. Like, you had the viewers and the amount of people that are on the platform go down dramatically. You've had the content quality, I think, go down dramatically. You've deteriorated the product by over-injecting it with ads. You've incentivized your own users to effectively make a Faustian pact with you in order to run 12 minutes of ads an hour in order to make money. And then it causes them to kill their stream and then alienate people and make them go watch on other platforms. You do TwitchCon and you force people that are doing events into doing a meet and greet also. That has to come as a package deal. This was something that was true. I don't know about Senna's situation, but I do know about Shanice. It absolutely was true. And so why are you forcing a person to stay at a meet and greet whenever you realize that there's so many security problems that people have and so many issues that they have? On top of that, why is it that you took YouTubers' gifts? Like, I mean, there's like two levels to this. Number one, it means you didn't check the bags in order to make sure that they had issues or problems in them or something wrong with them at all, right? Because, like, basically, in order to give a VTuber a gift, you would have had to have been inside the venue, naturally, right? So that means that you allowed people to potentially bring bombs, weapons, knives, poison, or anything else inside of the venue without proper checking. And then on top of that, whenever you then disposed of those items, did you do it in a way that was actually safe in the accordance of the way that you're supposed to dispose of things that could be explosive, dangerous, poisonous, or in one way or another bad for you? I don't think you did that either. So basically, you have people bringing in things that you think could be a bomb, and you're throwing it in the garbage can. You're just throwing it in the garbage. It's ridiculous. So, oh, put that bomb in the bomb pot. Like, I don't think that's a very good way to do things. So there's definitely that. They were not even disposed of properly. And then this is after the staff had taken the gifts from the people that want to give them to the VTubers. They've taken the gifts and they had it thrown away, telling the staff, telling the people that were giving the gifts that they would be given to the VTubers. If anything, the gifts should have been returned to the individuals and they should have been put in a certain place. And you should have said, describe your gift. We have them in a separate area. And if your description matches what the gift is, we will return it back to you. That's what you should have done. You didn't do that because it would have taken more work. It would have taken more time. Like, how do you figure this out? Because it takes 3 seconds. It takes 3 seconds to figure this out. And number two, a VTuber had air tags to dox the streamers. Read their advices for if they had air tags in order to dox the streamers, they could have done a number of things to avoid that. They could have done scanners in order to detect metal inside of different items if they were worried about air tags specifically, or other types of scanners that would detect technology, the same as TSA has. There's plenty of handheld technology that can do that. Then on top of that, you could have also told them ahead of time that we're not accepting these types of gifts because they could have air tags in them. So this is common security, right? And yeah, do X-ray scanning? Yeah, and it's just, it's not their concern too. Yeah, and it is, but then you have that as well. Then you also have VTubers, like being a VTuber. Oh, I wonder why girls want to be VTubers. I don't know, maybe you should ask her. Like, it's very obvious why girls want to be VTubers. Some of them don't like, you know, they're unconfident about their appearance. Other ones it's because of privacy. Other ones they don't want to do their makeup every day. I don't care what the reason is, but for all of them, one of the core concerns is absolutely privacy. So whenever you have people that are coming to your event in order to promote your event and to promote your company and to sell tickets for your event, they're not getting any sales of those tickets, right? You're paying them maybe like a few $1,000s. I mean, I'm not going to say what the numbers are, but probably a few $1,000s to do this at the most. And you want them to dox themselves in front of everybody that would recognize them immediately because it's like, you know, everybody there probably would know who you are.
God of Thunder!
So you're asking somebody to unmask themselves. Basically, you're endangering people by doing that. And this is a company. Sorry, I've been monologuing for so long I just turned off the audio, and it went to sleep. So you did this here, and two options is blanket no gifts policy, or be able to check the gifts correctly and dispose them correctly. Exactly. Yes. And if I was Twitch, you know what my policy would be? No gifts. No gifts, because you need to have TSA clearance for this. You need to have all kinds of other things. Do you remember whenever I said when I used to do PO box unboxings that I said that nothing that you will ever give me will ever enter my body for any reason, no matter what, with no restrictions, no exceptions at all? And that's always been my policy, because I know what can happen. I know this, because even a very small amount of something can be dangerous. And that's just it. It's just common sense. There's too many security breaches that are happening. No bags, provide water for free inside. Well, you could have a clear bag policy. You could do that also. You could have a search policy. You could have an x-ray thing you have to walk through. But, like, that's all additional stuff. And then you also have as well, then you have, like, these meta-level issues that are existing on Twitch. Like, things like, for example, you have people that are promoting extremism. And actually, like, you had multiple streamers on your platform that are partnered streamers on your platform right now, at this very moment, on this day, while you're making the statement, that have made statements that were alluding to or threatening or directly implying physical violence at your own company event. How is it that you as a company are not taking due diligence to remove people that are making active threats on your platform for getting in a fight at your event? It's a joke. It's honestly a joke. And even whenever E-Rob got banned for 30 days, I remember I said, like, listen, yeah, it's dumb that they did that, but they had to do that for liability reasons. How is it that E-Rob gets banned for 30 days because he's fucking around telling a viewer he's going to beat them up at TwitchCon, but at the same time, somebody doesn't get banned at all whenever they're a partner streamer telling another partner streamer, or previously partner streamer, it's Destiny, telling them they would kill them at TwitchCon or beat them up at TwitchCon? There's no moral North Star. There's no principle to any of this. It's just blind reactionary thinking and PR speak in order to protect a brand. This is a soulless. I think it frustrates me so much. It does. It really frustrates me. And this is also at the same time that you never made a statement last year about Wake and Nick being sexually assaulted. You never made that statement, and the reason you didn't make it is because it wasn't popular and they were men. That's the reason why you didn't make it. You don't give a fuck about sexual assault, because if you did, you would have also banned that Nina chick for sexually holding down a guy while her friend twerks on him after the guy said himself, personally, I felt very uncomfortable for this. You have people that participated in and were accessories to sexual assault that are streaming on your platform right now that you've had no punishments for ever. You didn't do anything about it. And you haven't done anything about it. This is a video. I'm going to put out a whole video about this. I thought it was fake. He didn't think it was fake. They only care about optics. Is that, sorry, it's an update. That's me, not you. Sorry about that. Nina, apologize? No, this isn't, sexual assault isn't something you apologize for and you don't get banned for. No, you get banned for sexual assault. Like, this is not even a question. It's on camera. It's on camera. You get banned for sexual. What are we even doing? What are we talking about? Yeah, I mean, really. Like, I mean, and ask yourself the question. If me and another guy held a girl down I held a girl down while another guy did something to her that was sexual, I wouldn't be banned. I'd be in jail. That's the truth. You know it, I know it, everybody knows it. It's disgusting. And they had made a big statement about it and everything. She didn't apologize initially. She downplayed it and then tried to play victim to the guy. I know that. We'll make it. And I think it really... I think the leadership of Twitch is totally playing their part. You guys don't know what you're doing. You have no idea what you're doing. And if there's anybody that thinks that that's not true, every single observable metric that quantitatively evaluates the performance of Twitch has been trending downward for over a year. In every single way, you are failing.
The lightning of
Dan goes out and goes to influencer parties the day that Emmy gets assaulted at her meeting group. That night, he's doing it. It's ridiculous. I'm not implying he's doing anything weird. I would never imply that. But if you showed a normal person all of the things and all of the clips, it would look really bad. But this is what I think happened. This is my honest opinion of the reason why I think Twitch is in the situation that it's in now. I think Dan Clancy is your lazy, typical Austin liberal. How do I know that? Because it takes one to know one. I think that he has probably the same policy on making a lot of decisions that I do, where it's, I'm just going to let people make their own decisions, and I'm going to be hands-off and just going to do my own thing and just, kind of, basically make decisions that they need to, but otherwise let people run things themselves. But here's the reason why I think Dan's policy of doing that is important. It's because Dan didn't build the team that he is putting in charge of this. So when you build the team to do that, then you can have a more hands-off policy because you handpick these people in order to be in these positions and you know how they will think. But what happened is that I think Dan came in and there were already these people in these positions and he applied his leadership style to that and all it did was exacerbate existing problems because now instead of being managed, they're allowed free reign to be even more extreme. I think that's what happened. Like that's my genuine opinion of what happened. Like I don't think that he's malicious. I just think that he's not leading the company in a way that's effective. Like that's generally what I think it is. And I think actually with this situation, it is borderlining on malicious. He never applied any leadership? Well, I'm talking about internally, privately. That's what it seems like. So yeah, explaining like this explains your leadership style, and his makes a lot of sense. Exactly. And like Cody, like this is the thing, right? It's like all of my mods and everything, and like my editors and everything. Like these are all people that I picked, right? Or the people that like I picked. So like there's a leadership that happens there that like yeah, obviously like mistakes happen with everybody, but for the most part they don't because there's like an aligned vision that was curated ahead of time. Explain in WoW terms. Okay. You have a raid leader that doesn't make raid calls during a boss fight, but he didn't make the raid, and he just came in there to a completely different raiding team, and the raiding team that he had needed to have the boss abilities called out, but he wasn't calling them out, he just expected people to do them himself. Like, unironically, I think that's like a perfect analogy. That's basically what it is. Who asked that? No, I'm serious. Like, that's what it was. Damn, I understand now? Yeah. And it's just there's so many other instances, like for example, like you have small streamers that are, like they have like 2 viewers, but they have like 150 people in their chat. Like, and this is the issue, is that there are so many of these problems that are happening on the platform that it's not any one thing, it's like dozens of things. Like if I look at this right here, according to Stream Hatchet, Twitch's Q3 market share has dropped to 48%. So Twitch has now lost the majority of the market. They own the plurality of the market, but they do not have the majority of the market.
Fight harder. You are
that is massive.
To be dead.
Yep, there you go. And so malicious, maybe not. Well, I think it is. I think it is. That's my opinion. So yeah, have you seen the Russian VTuber doing hate speech on the Ukrainians? No, I haven't seen that at all. I can't know everything. I can't speak Russian, so I don't know what they said. But anyway, so this is probably, as far as I know, the first time that Twitch has dropped under majority, ownership, right, of this, which is insane to me. It's extremely bad to happen to a creator and go viral online to address noticeable changes in content and safety besides just saying security is beefed up, which is not the case.